are you doing there?
Mate, we're doing a fuel reduction burn here, so we're looking to burn 300 hectares of the woodland here.
Oh, why?
Well, it's all about fuel reduction, so we do it to protect people's houses.
Oh, and how often are you going to do this?
Well, every year, so we're looking to burn about 5% of the land every year.
So within 20 years, the whole landscape will have been burnt.
Yeah, it will be, but we're protecting people's lives.
Oh, but what about the plants and animals that live in these woodlands? I mean, I've heard that some of these species need habitat that hasn't been burnt for 50 or 100 years or even more.
No, but that's okay because it's an ecological burn. So a lot of Australia's plants and animals, they're actually adapted to fire. In fact, they love it.
Well, there's been at least 20 scientific studies published in the last 4 years showing that they don't love it. I have some here if you're interested.
No, that's not necessary. Look, it's ecological.
Okay. But what if the prescribed burning could disrupt the genetic diversity of the lizards? I mean, it could alter the course of evolution.
Ah, nice one, Dale. Where's your evidence to that?
Well, I'm not sure I can say.
Why not?
Well, it hasn't been published yet.
Oh, publish. Here, give us a sneak preview.
All right. So, I designed a scientific study to figure out what effect fire has on genetic diversity. And then, for years and years and years, I ran around in the bush catching lizards so I could sample their DNA.
So what did you do with that DNA?
Well, when I analysed it in the lab, what I found was that fire can reduce the genetic diversity of some lizard species, such as this one here. It's a type of skink.
Really?
Yeah, and another species I studied, this one's called a tree dragon. These ones maintain territories, and the males defend their territories, and the females move more freely between the territories. And when you burn the habitat, you disrupt their territories.
What, so you're saying that not all Australian animals and plants are adapted to fire then?
No, actually they're adapted to a fire regime, and sometimes that fire regime means having a long time between two fires. Differs depending on where you are, but in many parts of Australia the time between fires is much greater than 20 years.
So what do we do about the houses then? I mean, how do we stop them burning bushfires?
Well, scientists have recently found that prescribed burning big patches of bush like this makes no difference to where the houses burn down during bushfires. It's more important to focus on fuel reduction close to the houses, say within 100 metres.
So what we really need another solution for Australian woodland?
Yeah, and it's a tough gig because ecosystems are complex. But first, we need to avoid setting broad prescribed burning targets that apply to entire states and territories, because our scientific studies show that too much fire is not always good for the ecosystem.
So this genetic diversity in the lizards, so you really think it's that important?
Yeah, I do. In fact, genes are the building blocks of life, and genetic diversity helps species adapt to changes in their environment. But sometimes adaptation takes a long time, much longer than 20 years.
Fire affecting genetic diversity, I mean, who would have thought?
Yeah, who indeed?